Hey everybody, welcome back to another Jackson Jet Setting Resort Review. Today I'm really excited to premiere this resort tour and review for you at the Hyatt Ziva Cancun. It's one of my favorite resorts in the entire world. It's a great use of Hyatt points at 25,000 points a night for two people. It's an all-inclusive resort located probably on the best spot in the hotel zone in Cancun. Let's check out a full tour, full room tour, and what our experience was like. Here's the entrance to the resort. You go up a small hill, and me as a globalist, I had a nice little private globalist check-in at the main lobby. There is a Turquoize Tower that you can opt up for. That has its own private check-in as well as some other benefits that I'll discuss later. But we were upgraded to a Dolphin View King room, so most of the regular rooms would look just like this, just with a different view. Felt like the rooms were really high quality, lots of stone and marble all over. Everything was kept really clean. The housekeeping staff did a great job during our 4-night stay. Nice waterfall shower with a bathtub in this big shower area, which was really cool to have, and then a separate toilet. So always love that. People can be getting ready and you still have some privacy. And then as we walk into the main part of the room, we'll walk past some of the closets and safe area, and then they set up some stuff for our anniversary, which is really great. That couch did fold out, I believe. They do have some fold-out couch rooms available if yours doesn't, so just make sure you let the team know about your needs. We know that they do have some rollaways as well. Nice technology in the room, iPad that showed all the restaurants. You could order room service from there. Lots of great technology at this resort. Love Nespresso, that's my favorite in-room coffee, and then a full minibar that everything in here is included, so the all-inclusive nature extends to the room. You even had some snacks to munch on as well in case you got hungry. So really loved this room. And the cool part of it that I probably wouldn't select on my own was this Dolphin View, which, you know, ends up being an ocean view as well, just the way that the resort is set up. So we're in the Pyramid Tower, which is located just on the other side of the pool, and then there's the dolphin enclosure where they're doing lessons all day with dolphins, and just sit out on your balcony and watch dolphins jump up or play around, and then you have the ocean over there to the right. So here's some dolphins. Now we're gonna take a full look at the resort. I did a full walking tour of this place. This place is massive. There are 3 towers, so we're in the Pyramid Tower. That's where we're starting. It's up against one beach. Yes, this resort has 2 beaches. It's located basically on the corner of the peninsula in the hotel zone. So they have one side that has very calm waves. I loved this side a lot. And then the other side, a bit of the longer beach that you see in the classic Cancun photos, it's at the very tip of that. So you have a lot more of the public on that side, but they do still set up chairs for resort guests there, and they do have a nice little shelf that or rock peninsula that protects against some of the waves, at least. So there's the Pyramid Tower. And then right there is also Habaneros, which is sort of the ceviche and beachside restaurant. They have great margaritas. Again, everything is included here. I'm a big fan of Don Julio Reposado. Pretty much every bar had Don Julio here. That's a big difference than some of the other all-inclusive resorts that I've been to in Mexico that don't really have premium liquors available. Now, they won't serve you that automatically, I don't think, so definitely request that if you have a favorite brand, or just ask to see what types of brands they do have, so you can maximize your all-inclusive with really high-end alcohol, because they want to maximize their profits a little bit, so they're not going to serve you the best stuff unless you ask for it, but it's great that they have it available. So here's the main pool area. There are kind of 2 levels in this part. So they have a massive pool there with all the palm trees hanging out, and then an infinity pool with a waterfall flow over into that pool. It's also where the lower level is also where the swim up pool bar is, so you can always get drinks in without leaving the pool, which is great. And then above the main lobby is actually a pool reserved for adults staying in the Turquoize Tower. So even globalists don't get access to there. We've been in the Turquoize Tower before. It's really nice and fantastic. You get a butler and some extra services like a hydrotherapy circuit in the spa. So if you're looking for a adults only experience at the Hyatt Ziva, that's probably your best option. There is the Hyatt Zilara down the beach, and we have a full tour of the Hyatt Zilara as well on our channel. So there's lots of cabanas here, as you can see. Those are for rent. So there are some separate upcharges here at the Hyatt Ziva. If you want lobster, for instance, that's an upcharge. I don't think that the price is really worth it. I think that if you want lobster, you can go find a restaurant down the street and they'll serve it to you for, less than 30 bucks probably. Of course, the dolphins are not free either. They're free to watch though, and then spa services, etc., are usually discounted but not free. So just keep that in mind if you're here. Not everything is all inclusive. I feel like people, generally understand that, but always good to mention. So these steps here, that's where all of the main shows each night happen. So during our stay, we had a neon night, we had a Disney show. I'm sure the Disney lawyers were really happy about that, using their IP. So there's a lot of great entertainment that was geared more towards families, so keep that in mind if you're here. And this is El Mercado. I'll show that a bit later, but that's where the main buffet is, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I thought that this was fantastic with tons and tons and tons of options that were really high quality. And then this is the smoothie bar / tequila bar. So in the morning, it's smoothies. They had really cool ginger shots. All that's included. And then Juana Margarita at night, which had some of the best margaritas on property, in my opinion. We'll show you the inside of Moongate in a bit. This is the hibachi restaurant. And we'll keep walking, and you'll see over to the right is a pathway. That's where all the COVID testing was happening in the convention center. So you sign up there for stays, I think 3 nights or longer. COVID test to get back to the US was free, which is great. You have the tours and transfers and excursion desks here. So if you want to leave the resort, you have some options there. Pier 27, which had some actually decent prices for beach toys and beach clothes. I bought a sun shirt there. That was really helpful. And then this is Chevy's. So we'll show Chevy's on the inside in a bit. But Chevy's was really cool. It has old 1950s style cars that you dine in, and they have American food. And then Lorenzo's, which we ate at as well for lunch. Great Italian food, actually. We were pretty surprised. That VW Bug serves quesadillas and tacos and whatnot during the day. Always a great option for sort of pool food. Really high quality too. And then we're walking back into or towards the Pyramid Tower there where I was staying. There's the other side of the dolphin enclosure. And then past the dolphin enclosure, smartly, is the kids club. So the kids can watch dolphins from inside the kids club over here, which has its own splash pad. They have indoor activities. All that's included. I think it's open from about 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day. So your kids can go and play, meet some other kids at the resort, and have an awesome kids-only time while you enjoy the rest of the resort. Delfinus is the company that operates the dolphin enclosure. They have a number of different other spots around the Yucatan, so you'll see that name a lot if you go down to Xcaret or any of the other eco parks that have dolphins. Love the interior of the Pyramid Tower here. Is sort of open air, so there's lots of plants and trees. There's really great rock work on the ground. I mean, this place is really stuns. I was really happy with how it felt. Just really did a great job. Everything just feels so well kept here and spotless. So have no fears about whether the quality of the resort will be there. I was really impressed here. And then up there is the club tower. So you can book club level rooms. There's a club at the bottom of the tower that you enter into to go into your elevators. They have a pool table, they have a bar, they have a special buffet. That's for club guests as well as globalists. So if you are a globalist, you do get access to that. And then I'll show you on the other side there the pool. To the right here is also the kids club, the teens club, which is called Moods. And then this Pyramid Tower over here has some swim up rooms, which is pretty cool. So if you want to just jump straight out into a pool from your room, pretty unique activity. You have that option. Some restrooms over to the right there, and then we're going to enter into the club pool, which despite its name, it's open to everyone. Out there is also the wedding gazebo. If you're staying here for a couple nights, you'll definitely see a few weddings happen. Great option for weddings. Everything's all inclusive for guests outside of the wedding, and the couple gets some great views over Cancun when they get married. So you'll see a ton of those. Actually, I really like this club pool. They had a lot of inflatables that they would put up, like obstacle course or slides. They were always different during the day, and lots and lots of fun. I felt like the service at this pool was really great too. They have a bar, and guys are running around constantly, asking if you need anything. You can order quesadillas from the bar. One of the days they actually had a cart with fresh fish tacos, fried fish tacos, which were really good. And then there's the Turquoize Tower. So the Turquoize Tower actually overlooks this. We'll show you a Turquoize Tower room as well. We had family staying in the Turquoize Tower during our visit, so I'm able to actually show you that room too, which is great. On this side is also where the two-story cabanas are, so you with a big family can rent a huge two-story cabana. They have televisions, they have great service. I think they include like a 20-minute massage. I saw a guy wiping sunglasses, so the service at the cabanas is really great during the day. And if you want to chill on the beach one day, it might be a fun splurge, and honestly probably not incredibly expensive for what it is. So there's a good look at the pool. This pool also had 2 tiers, so you definitely have a lot of pools to choose from at the Hyatt Ziva, and no issues there. Those 2 windows on the ground floor, that's actually the spa area. So this is basically the southern edge of the resort. Up there to the left is Tradewinds. We'll show you that in a bit. That's kind of the steakhouse that's open to everyone. They also have a salad bar indoors. That was our favorite restaurant when we were here last time, though now I think that the food has really improved from our last visit about 5 years ago. So I was really happy to report that really didn't have a bad bite to eat the entire time here. So great to see. And now we're going to walk and check out sort of the second level of the main building, which has a lot of restaurants, a lot of shops, and some more activities for guests. There's the entrance to the club tower and the club, so if you're globalist, you'll get your key coded and you'll be able to access there. There's the Zen Spa entrance, and then the Turquoize Tower entrance. And then there are 2 more shops, or 1 more shop here, the Boardwalk, and a couple other options for guests that need to scratch their shopping itch. Oh yeah, there's a sunglass shop over there to the left, which is important in Mexico. And then to the right here is the gym. And so we'll check out the gym in just a second as well. Over to the left is a former 24-hour restaurant during our last visit. That's actually where they're doing all the COVID testing for guests. So that was really quick and easy. I would say that the scheduling part took way too long, but then once you were there, it was a quick little swab, as I'm sure everyone's used to who's traveled now, and then you were done. Since this was the morning, this churro cart was open. Highly recommend these. This was really cool. And then the coffee shop is right there to the left, which is connected to the sweet shop. And so there's always tons and tons of desserts, ice creams, candies, baked goods. I mean, just incredible how many desserts there are. It's a full dedicated space to that, all very high quality, so really cool. And right now we're walking back towards the main part of the lobby. Love how this resort has everything open air. We had great weather our trip, and you can see great views of the pool and the ocean beyond. Over here to the left is also Tres Cervezas, which is the sports bar. They actually have a brewery there, so they're brewing 2 different types of beer, and then they also have all your favorite Mexican beers and some domestics as well. Over to the left there is the main check-in area, and then the main lobby right here where all the shows occur down those steps as I showed you earlier. And then they have the nightclub, which goes until 1 a.m. So that's basically the last bar that'll be open at night, and they had a party every night. And then the French restaurant, which we'll show you in a second as well. And then if you keep walking down here, you'll see, some more seating, some more places just to hang out. This part is above the buffet, and the chef's table is located around the corner. That's most of the public spaces here, but I wanted to show you on the other side of the Pyramid Tower are some awesome ocean views and this cool ocean path if you're a big walker. Again, like you could walk miles around this property over and over again and probably have a pretty good time. It's also where the Pharaoh or the lighthouse is. They have it closed off, but technically they don't want you there, but we had plenty of people climbing around the lighthouse. There's also some Mayan ruins on this side, which is kind of cool. Nothing really all that impressive, but still pretty cool that the history of the resort goes back that far. So now let's show you the inside of some of the places I just showed. So this is El Mercado. This is the buffet. So right now this is dinner time. So there are tons and tons of options, lots of quesadillas and American options, roasts. They had steak grilled to order, which is really cool. So that was available pretty much every night. They had different themes each night. So this night was Mexican night. They had a seafood night. Lots of options here, honestly. And of course, there are all the sit-down restaurants as well. So definitely worth trying the buffet one night, just especially if it's like Mexican night. I think that's probably one of their best nights there. But lots of options. If you like ceviches, they got that. They got sushi some nights. They have smoothies. They have desserts. The place is gigantic, and I mean, I just can't believe all the food that gets put out for guests. We had about 90% occupancy during our visit, and I was pretty impressed with how empty the resort felt. It never really felt that busy. So night one was the Disney show. You see this huge inflatable castle there. That was pretty cool. Here's the gym that we checked out a little bit after that. So pretty good size. I imagine that if you were here in the morning, it would be extremely, extremely busy, but just good to know. And so this is a Turquoize Tower room. So this has two doubles. So a nice big bathroom. These are slightly larger than your regular room. The big difference here is, of course, the service that you get. It's definitely a high-end experience. There's a butler that's sort of at your beck and call, and there's an open shower there. This is a big like honeymooner style tower. But the other cool thing that they have on all the balconies are a hot tub. So a jetted hot tub there that you can just watch the ocean. Really a cool opportunity there for guests. Usually you have to fly somewhere pretty exotic to have that sort of amenity on a balcony. So definitely a selling point for this tower. But a lot of the amenities similar. I think you get a full bottle of liquor, and you get some liquor in your mini bar as well, which you don't get in the regular rooms. But again, this being an all-inclusive resort, that's not such a big deal, but you can see the pool, the club pool there, and the ocean beyond. That you get a great view from that tower. So really solid views there. Then in the morning, I woke up and checked out the buffet, of course. So lots of gorditas and tamales, and man, the quesadillas were fantastic and grilled to order. So definitely check out the buffet in the morning, and it's probably the best option. Though they do have some sit-down options at Tres Cervezas as well as Trade Winds. So after some pool time at breakfast, I checked out Chevy's with our friends who had some kids that really wanted to check out the diner and get some milkshakes. So you have these cars that you can dine in, which is really cool. And really love the food here. For American food, which is not normally my choice in Mexico, but they had a bloomin' onion, much like Outback Steakhouse, with an awesome garlic artichoke dip. Really high quality food for what it was. So pretty cool. Then they always have these little cocktail carts coming around the pool area that can make you a fresh cocktail or upsell you on a fresh coconut cocktail. So always an option there. Habaneros for lunch, and then a nice view of the dolphins at dusk. So for dinner, we checked out Tradewinds. Here's their salad bar, so you actually get up from your table and can create your own salad. Didn't like this option, honestly. Took a little too long with some of the COVID protocols. I would rather just sit at my table and have a salad served to me. But had a nice broth brought out before my steak, and had some shrimp as well. So a lot of really high quality options here. I feel like there are better options at the resort now, even though this was my favorite restaurant the last time I came here. But presentation of the items are great, and lots of options for even the pickiest of eaters. And then the night ended with a cool acrobatics show that was themed to Avatar. After that, we checked out Tres Cervezas on the inside, so they were playing the NBA All-Star game. There's 2 pool tables there too, so the cool focal point for guests. But yeah, in the morning I woke up and just really enjoyed the beauty that I was viewing from right outside my room. Really love the lighthouse. It makes for some great pictures. And then here's a look down the other beach. So there are resorts everywhere, of course. This is Cancun, but this definitely felt more private. It's not as big of a beach, and so you're able to really enjoy your time there. The night's dinner this night was Moongate, so hibachi. Felt like the food quality here was actually really great. Definitely better than Benihana. Felt like the knife skills and everything from our chef were really fantastic too. So this is a not to be missed. This is the most popular thing. This is actually the only restaurant that you are allowed to make reservations for, and I definitely recommend doing that your first day, because the restaurants definitely get busy, and so this is always someone's number one thing they want to do at the resort. That was Italian food for lunch, and then we had French food for dinner. There's a lot of eating that goes on at these resorts, so bear with me. Though this is over 4 days, so we didn't have all these meals in one day. So the French restaurant is adults only. It's a little bit more elegant. There's a dress code. They have a violinist at night. They have a full bar. I got a nice old fashioned there. This place is really great. I was really, really impressed with this. We didn't actually get in here last time. They actually required reservations the last time we were here, but I guess they expanded a little bit of capacity for guests. And man, this place, really great presentation of all the food and some excellent steaks. Though while the food at dinner was fantastic, the dessert presentation at dinner with the rum baba was something super, super cool. You've seen this in some fancy restaurants perhaps, but I was really impressed with sort of the fire skills here, and it was really delicious. So definitely recommend the French restaurant. If you do have kids, unfortunately you'd have to get a babysitting service or pawn them off on some other friends or family that might be traveling with you. This is adults only, and we did ask and were denied any kids, so just good to know. Then to end our final evening was this cool neon party. So it wasn't a traditional show, it was just more of a dance party, but they had cool decorations up, lots of things going on. So really a cool time at this resort, and we had just an awesome 4 nights. So definitely recommend it if you're a Hyatt Globalist or even just a Hyatt member that has some points to use. Definitely a great time. One last thing I'd like to end on is the spa. So if you get a treatment in the spa, normally that would include spa access for the entire day. So one good way to sort of stretch your dollar there. I would say the spa services are probably a little expensive for Mexico, but the spa, access and the spa facilities are just really top notch. So probably worth it for you, and convenient, of course, being right on the resort. So this is the hydrotherapy area. So again, you get full access to this while you're in the Turquoize Tower, and it's by direct elevator. So really convenient and a great option for people who love to relax, which is part of the reason why you're on vacation. Again, thanks a lot for watching this video on the Hyatt Ziva Cancun. I'm Mark from Jackson Jet Setting. If you love these types of videos, please like, please subscribe if you haven't already, and watch the channel for more and more resort tours, hopefully in beautiful Cancun, Mexico.